This might be the fastest and easiest juicer to use, but does it work for all 4 of these? I have a lime, a lemon, an orange, and a grapefruit, and I'm gonna put them to the test. Now it does also come with 2 different types of inserts right here. You can see this one has smaller holes and this one larger holes through it, depending on how much pulp you actually want from the fruit. I personally do not like pulp in my juice, so I'm going with the smaller holes here. And it's a super easy assembly. This piece just goes in the inside right here, snaps in, and then the actual juicer goes right on top of that and clicks in, and then it just shuts. So let's start with the smallest fruit, our lime. I'm just gonna cut it in half. You do have to cut them in half for them to juice, of course, and then open up the juicer right here just by pulling up on the lid. The lime sits right on top of this little point right here, so I'm gonna put it on there and kind of shove it down a little bit. Just a little bit of effort to make sure it's all the way in there. A little bit of the juice starts coming out, and then close it shut. And then on the back of the juicer, you have a power button to actually turn it on. And then after that, it is just one press. All you have to do is click on this blue flashing button that's got the orange symbol right there, and it's gonna start juicing immediately. So let's do that. And now it's probably about 3 seconds. Let's get this opened up and check out our lime. And there's the inside of it. I'd say it did an average job with the lime so far. One thing I did notice is it starts to lift the lid a little bit. So I'm gonna try once more with the other half, get this squeezed on there nice and tight right in the center. Push down a little to make sure it's all the way in. And then this time when I close it, I'm actually gonna hold down the lid so that it doesn't start to like pop up a little bit, and see if that helps it out. Let's try juicing this one more time. And the results, again, after maybe 5 seconds maximum, that is definitely a little bit better. There's a comparison. So you can see it does get probably 80 to 90% of this lime. And actually, you know what? If I just really feel into there, it does feel entirely like the skin. And I don't see much juice left inside of this lime. So even though it looks a little bit worse, it really doesn't have much liquid in there at all. And then you can see how much pulp is caught on the top here also. All of that onto there, and then on the little piece that I was talking about, caught all of that extra pulp as well. And to dispense it, all you have to do is push this down. It's locked until you do push that down, but once you do, the juice starts to flow all right into a cup of your choice. You can kind of tilt it a little bit to help it out to get the last few drops. And there is all of the lime juice from one lime. And of course, one of the other important things is the cleaning process of it all. So you can actually take both of these pieces out right here that we put in and just run them right through the dishwasher. They'll actually clean them just super easily, just like that. Next up, our lemon. Again, let's cut it in half for the juicing. Nice juicy lemon, hopefully. Same exact process. We're just gonna put it right on the top right here, kind of push down. And with the lemon, we are gonna catch those seeds also. So you can kind of see some of the seeds already starting to catch in there. And let's make sure it's nice and down, put the lid on, hit our button, and put a little pressure on the top again. The juicer is pretty quiet. It's coming through a little bit loud right now, but in person, it's not very loud at all. And there you go, that is half of a lemon in, again, just a few seconds. And our results. First of all, you can see all of the seeds around the outside. There are just a ton of them that it caught. And then the actual lemon, fully juiced as well. Tons of pulp caught on the top right there again. Absolutely nothing is left inside of that lemon. So if I try to squeeze the lemon and get any juices left out, I mean, I'm squeezing as hard as I can right now, and not even a single drip is falling out of this lemon. And once again, into the cup, let's get our lemon juice. And I'll make a deal with you guys. If you hit that subscribe button, I'll take this entire shot of lemon juice. Deal? All right, let's do it. Next up, I've already got the orange cut in half. I'm curious to see how much of the cup actually fills from the orange here. So let's get this juiced up. First half, squeeze that on. I actually cut it pretty poorly, so this is a pretty large half right here, but let's get that in there. Still fits nice and well. And our first half results, again, nothing left in the orange. Not surprising after our first 2 tests, but let's do the other half of the orange. And the results on our second half, there we go. It is fully juiced. Tons and tons of pulp caught with the orange here. And the total juice from what I would say is probably a medium-sized orange. There you go. We've got that much fresh squeezed orange juice. Let's give it a try. You can't beat it. It's some of the best orange juice you'll ever have. I can guarantee that. And probably 3 oranges would fill this whole glass, maybe 4 or so oranges. And last up, I'm curious to see if it can juice a grapefruit this large or if it's gonna be too large for the juicer. So let's get this one into the juicer as well. Same exact process, of course. So we're gonna get that pushed down, and I think I gotta push this down a little further because, you know, obviously there's limited room in there. Let's see if we can shut it. And yeah, seems totally fine. Let's juice her up and let's check on the first half here. And honestly, just as good as any of the other ones. Now for the second one, and then I'll show you how much juice one grapefruit actually can make from this too. And our second half, also looking just as good. Honestly, a ton. I don't even know if I want this much grapefruit juice. Let's give it a try though. It tastes way fresher than grapefruit juice you would buy in like a container from the store, which I personally don't even like. This is actually pretty good. And by the way, for cleanup, those final two pieces in here, there's gonna be one inside the top of the lid. You just click the button on the top and that pops right out for a simple wash in the dishwasher too. And then this container, you just twist and it comes right off for an easy wash as well. Nothing else here is left dirty, so it's a super easy cleanup after.